Bitcoin's been flat this year, but this ETF is up almost 80%, outperforming Bitcoin. IBLC, the iShare blockchain and tech ETF. I've been actively buying this ETF every month and planning on accumulating more shares to have this as one of my core positions in my portfolio other than IYW. Let me show you exactly why. My name's Jake. I'm documenting my investing journey from 100K portfolio to 1 million through investing in the growth ETFs. I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for informational and entertainment purposes only, not financial advice. When you think about blockchain, most people think about owning a Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies, but blockchain is much bigger than crypto itself. Blockchain technology powers everything from fintech to data security and asset ownership. It will pretty much change everything the way we trust, transparency, and value transfer systems that are handled in today's economy. IBLC isn't a crypto fund. It's a tech ETF that holds companies that build and benefit from blockchain innovations. That means you get exposures in the crypto exchange companies, Bitcoin or Ethereum treasury companies, Bitcoin miners, AI, data centers, blockchain infrastructure providers, and many more. You get all of the pieces of the pie without directly holding any cryptos. But the real reason why I'm buying this ETF is that instead of investing directly into cryptos, I would much rather invest in the blockchain sector that will benefit from the crypto market movement. For example, during the gold rush, while everyone was so focused and dreaming about hitting the jackpot on finding gold, Levi sold sturdy denims to the miners. Levi Jeans is still in the business today and trading publicly in the New York Stock Exchange, and we still wear their jeans. This is why I would rather profit from the rush itself instead of chasing the unpredictable chance of making home run. But here's the real catch. US is going under restructuring of its dollar system, and they are planning on resetting the US dollar by utilizing cryptocurrency like Bitcoin. US dollar holds a status as a reserve currency, which gives the US power to print money known as quantitative easing. This gives the US massive power and geopolitical influence through military power and global financial system. US was able to print as much as they wanted until major foreign US bond purchasers like China and Japan stopped buying the US bonds. US bond is considered as the mother of all assets because it is known as a risk-free asset, fundamental benchmark for pricing for all other financial assets globally. So for the US to continuously print more money, they found a way to stop relying on foreign countries by passing a new law called Genius Act, a regulation on stablecoin issuers to back their coins with short-term US Treasury bonds pegged at 1-to-1. After the passage of Genius Act law, several major tech and retail companies, even banks, are actively planning on issuing their own stablecoins. Some of the cities in South Korea are using stablecoin as an alternative currency to trade goods and services. Third largest holdings in IBLC is Circle Internet Group, a second largest stablecoin issuer after Tether. Not only that, IBLC holds Bitmine, company that's backed by Peter Thiel, who's known as the founder of PayPal and Palantir. Bitmine aims to accumulate 5% of the total circulating supply of Ethereum to have market influence. Bitmine currently holds about 2.8% of the supply, and it is currently the world's largest corporate holder of Ethereum. This is where the stablecoin has the connection with Ethereum and Bitmine. In order for stablecoin market to expand, Bitcoin has to go up. However, Bitcoin still lacks many characteristics to be used as an actual currency. It's literally a digital gold. On the other hand, Ethereum has a programmable feature known as a smart contract. USDC and other stablecoins use Ethereum's smart contract features to create, manage, and transfer their tokens. Ethereum is not only serving as a digital currency that can be used in the real world, but also the infrastructure for the new tokenized internet economy, and Bitmine is the current leader as an Ethereum treasury company. For the tokenized internet economy, IBLC holds Robinhood in its portfolio. To simply put, tokenization allows putting the record of ownership of physical or digital assets into blockchain. This process converts the asset into secure, programmable digital token that can be easily bought, sold, and managed. Robinhood is strategically positioning itself to be the leader in the tokenized internet economy space by bridging the gap between traditional finance and digital assets through its own blockchain, offering tokenized assets and integrating crypto features into their investing platform to enable individual investors to access highly innovative private companies like SpaceX. IBLC is perfectly aligned and well positioned in this blockchain revolution, but also diversify into 36 other companies that I haven't mentioned. IBLC has rallied hard this year, up around 80% year to date, while Bitcoin has been flat. This could be due to major financial institutions are still trying to accumulate large positions in the digital asset. They usually pump up the price when the retail investors are discouraged or bored in the market. But regardless, IBLC holds companies that actually generates revenue and profits from blockchain adoptions, AI integration, cloud expansion, and many more. When AI demand spikes, it benefits the chip makers and data centers, which are also a big part of IBLC. So even though crypto market is going sideways, these companies are growing their revenues from high demand. IBLC also rebalances every 6 months, so it naturally rotates towards stronger performers and cuts out the underperforming ones. That's a big advantage versus just buying Bitcoin or choosing your own stocks and hoping for a rally. I believe that the crypto and blockchain technology industry is still at an early stage. Even though it moves up and down a lot, it will probably continue to behave this way going forward until this industry matures, but that's okay with me because I don't chase the daily price moves. I only track my progress towards my goal, 1 million. I'm buying IBLC for 3 reasons. Diversified exposures to blockchain growth. In this one, you are buying multiples of highly innovative companies, not just in the blockchain sectors, but other technology sectors like AI, data center, and many more. High growth potential with rebalancing. As the industry matures, it will rotate and weed out the underperformers. Volatility creates opportunity. Blockchain and tech names swings hard, very hard. This is why I plan on keep accumulating more shares at a discount every time it drops. I don't trade this stuff. I'm holding for the long term, 10 years or more, because that's how compounding works. If this sector keeps innovating like it has been since inception, IBLC will continue to outperform the broad-based market index like QQQ. IBLC isn't a crypto bet. It's a bet on the biggest US economic transformation in history through leveraging blockchain and technology revolution to evolve into the next phase of the digital world economy by replacing the old legacy financial SWIFT system. It has its ups and downs, but that's just part of this game. For me, I'd rather ride those waves and keep accumulating more shares at a discount than missing out on the sideline. That's why I'm actively accumulating shares of IBLC and will be one of my core positions that I will be building to hold long term in my portfolio to get my portfolio up to 1 million. So what do you think about owning IBLC? If you want to follow my 100K portfolio to $1 million journey, consider subscribing, give a like, and leave a comment below on your favorite ETF. Thank you for watching this video.